So this is Christmas in July because we're full of kids right now.
You can't even tell that she's here right now.
Rose's comment only causes my frown to deepen. I can feel myself blushing just from the topic of conversation, which just embarrasses me more. Dinkelberg!
Besides, if you ever get a boyfriend, you're going to have to learn too if you want to bring him around here.
I want to be doing any. I won't be doing. I want to be doing anything like that.
That's what Eileen is for.
I won't be doing anything like that. Rose laughs, and even Eileen looks amused. I sulk, hating that the attention has been centered on me now.
Dang it!
I especially
They're talking about me now.
I especially don't want this conversation around Eileen. Thankfully, Rose seems content with her teasing.
So what's your story? You're a friend of Allison's, right?
No.
Fuck that bitch. Turned out that way. Just another student at the community college, majoring in art. You know how it goes. The artsy fartsy type, huh? Going for the big bucks then. I'm just imagining she goes presses her on the nose. Oh man.
What were the big books then?
Yes.
Yep.
Thanks, stupid bitch. I'm sure you'll find something. Hopefully not involving burgers and fries, am I right?
Am I right, you
Rose,
fat
your
ass?
jokes suck. Like, holy shit.
Eileen's limits are clearly being tested. Being less tolerant to being poked at than I. Hopefully Rose realizes it.
So what if she doesn't? It's fine. You seem like the artsy type yourself. What's with all the ink?
Bitch, it's a tattoo.
I didn't put that on myself, you
Eileen
idiot.
motions to Rose's left side while brandishing her french fry. I will fight you to the death.
Tell me where you got that tattoo.
The tattoo on her upper arm only made more noticeable by her tank top.
Yeah, that tank top, though. Oh, right, that's me. Looks cool. Uh-huh. Expected to be my life story or something? Something meaningful? That was my first... Wait, no, forget what I said. I'm in the Yakuza, and they gave me these as my initiation. That is a terrible joke. That is not even funny.
That's not funny.
That's not funny, Rose.
Isn't something to laugh about.
My uncle was killed by the Yakuza.
My uncle was in the Yakuza, and he got farted on by someone.
What?
They held him down and farted on his face.
Nothing says Yakuza like getting farted on in the face.
Dude, they're gonna come after us now.
They like send us an email like
Very nice.
It's like a picture with them farting on someone's face and then they're like you're next. Like
yeah.
Nothing says Yakuza like a biker in Middle America.
Is this Middle America? What?
Yeah, we're right in the smack dab middle.
I thought we were in Japan or something.
We're not in Japan right now. What are you talking about?
Are we in Minnesota?
I don't know.
I felt like I don't know.
I gave Caprice a Minnesota.
I have no idea. As Rose's chest heaves with lighthearted laughter, I find myself smiling as well. I'm glad the two get along, though a little part of me wishes I could be like Eileen.
Really?
I don't know why. It took me months to warm up to Rose, yet Eileen gets on with others so smoothly. Gets off on
does
others.
She though? Like she's kind of standoffish. Like I don't know.
They were arguing almost. Standing out in front of the apartment once more, we say our goodbyes for real this time. Even if she pointedly refused Rose's later offer of transport, at least she'll be going home on a full stomach. And a fat ass. Sorry.
She got that Pixar mom.
Oh,
cake.
definitely. Yeah, she definitely is a Pixar mom. It's an odd atmosphere. It's time to say our goodbyes, especially given the night's chill having set in. But neither of us quite want to say the words.
When you said you had a roommate, that's the last kind of person I expected you to be shacked up with. I don't like that you're hanging out with Rose so much.
Leave her right now.
Come on.
Move out
You're
right
moving
now.
into my apartment.
Rose is nice. When did you get to know her?
She seemed like kind of a bitch. She
just like
knew that my dad was killed by the Yakuza.
Just like someone I know. Eileen.
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 You want to stop being a bitch?
She's a family friend, so I guess you could say I got this apartment through connections.
That's how you do it.
The Yakuza, obviously.
Yeah.
They farted on my father for me to get this apartment.
As a way to threaten him into giving them the apartment.
Yeah, dude. Eileen's not really wrong, though. Ever since... You okay?
Yeah, I was just fixing my earbud.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You think you're allowed to...
Yeah.
Fix it? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Eileen's not really wrong, though. Ever since starting at community college...
Eileen's not really wrong, though.
Ever since starting at community college, I've gone from having a couple of very alike friends at high school
Ooh.
to an increasing
Ooh.
menagerie
Menage a trois.
of odd characters. The way Eileen looks as she gazes at the building catches me off guard. It's hardly the comfortable existence she seems to have. Rose and I are pretty much eking out a living with what scraps we get, yet she looks so wistful.
You really have a nice thing going, don't you?
I'm going to end it.
You did a bad day. No.
Yeah, I guess so. If you ever want to visit again, you're definitely welcome. She gives an amused snort and a smile.
At that pigsty? Are you kidding me? I have class. Thank you, Allison. I'll take you up on that sometime. Ooh. Girls interested.
Moments tick by as the two of us stand out on the sidewalk, neither quite knowing what to say next. I wanted to stay around some more to talk to, but I know it's already getting late. Idly thinking over our dinner together for something to talk with her about, one particular part of the conversation keeps sticking out, replaying it in my head. I can feel my face going red before I can cover it with my hands.
What's wrong with you?
I can't believe Rose was talking about that kind of stuff, even though you just met her. Sorry about that.
That's all right. I'm the one who brought it up.
That's right. You're just as bad.
That's right, you asshole.
I give her shoulder a firm tap. More like a punch, actually. She's bleeding now. She's on the floor.
Knocks her over.
There were only two sounds. Me hitting her hitting the floor.
Her hitting the pavement.
Her hitting the poor pervert. Immediately feeling conscious of the gesture, I pull away from her and look elsewhere, fuming away in my embarrassment. Eileen rocks back and forth between her heels and the balls of her feet to pass the time while I recover. Hands not quite knowing what to
While
do.
I recover.
My hands bleeding profusely.
Oh man, why did I do that? I'm in such pain.
My wrist broke on impact. She's
Yeah,
so
exactly.
weak, her wrist just breaks.
Yeah, her like, why stop there? Like her entire arm's broken or something.
Just shatters. Like,
She like bounces back, like into like the nearest car or something.
oh my
like knocks
god.
her back.
Turns out Eileen's like just so fucking strong.
Yeah, she's like a fucking. Oh shit.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm good. You're just as bad. No.
Explodes.
The car explodes. Yeah.
Eventually, thankfully, Eileen breaks the silence between us.
That's so stupid.
Yeah, it was good though.
It was good. It was good. Thanks for inviting me here. I'm glad to have been over tonight.
Okay, bye. Why?
They just need to get in a room and bang it out already.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly. To be honest, I had you pegged
Wait.
to some.
Say it again.
My name's Eileen.
No, to say the.
To TBH, I had you pegged as
Wait.
some.
Say that again.
I had you pegged.
Say it again.
I had you pegged.
Okay, good.
I had you pegged. Do it. Kill him. To be honest, I had you pegged as. I had you pegged as.
Okay, move on.
Some spoiled little delicate flower when I first met you. You know, the kind you peg as coasting along on their parents' attention before the real world pegs them in the face.
Okay.
Okay. It looks like you have your life pretty sorted, though. You've got a good head on your shoulders, friends, and a cool roommate. You managed to scratch together a pretty decent life for yourself. She's like, well, I've had a lot of help. And then they start laughing. Like, really. It's like a classic, like 90s,
yeah.
like
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Not sitcom. What are they?
I
Like
know
the
what
Full
you mean.
House stuff.
She just gives a long breath, rocking back and forth on her feet as she tries to put some words together. I want to thank her for the kind words, but I'm left speechless after such a warm-hearted appraisal of my current world.
I don't really know what to say now. I guess I feel a bit dumb for lecturing you so much.
You should. It's fine, really. I love it. Don't stop.
I love when you fucking criticize me.
My frantic brushing off as the idea puts the both of us on the back foot. Smiling with that wonderful rare smile of hers, she seems to accept the situation. Before I can say anything more, the blonde girl turns to begin the long walk
Wow,
back
so
home.
now she's just the blonde girl.
Yep. Without looking back, Eileen simply raises her hand into the air. She strolls off down the road. She's as confident as ever. Things just happened around me, and I worked problems out as they occurred. Is that really worth respect? It feels strange to have someone I admire to turn that right back on me. I feel my heart sting as her figure gets smaller in the dark night sky, but there's nothing I can say or do. Just watch her go.
Or jump her from behind.
But I hate to watch her. I love to watch her go. But
I hate to watch. I
to
love
see
to
her-
watch her go.
I love to watch her leave.
And I
but
love
hate-
to watch her leave.
I love to watch her leave. Get out.
Wow.
The cold night's breeze wafts past the balcony, my thin jacket doing little to stop it. The only noise to be heard is the odd car rushing down the street through the darkness, or snippets of muffled music from neighboring apartments. Moments like this are nice, circumstances aside. Just being able to be alone with my thoughts without the distraction of others. And Rose just starts yelling in the background.
Hey, the toilet's clogged again.
I shit on the side again! That said, I already have my answer to what had been on my mind. To what had been. Okay. That was the real point of this dinner, after all. When I modeled for her, I wanted to be part of something that was important to Eileen. Even before then, I wonder if the times I tried to get closer weren't out of friendship alone. What I felt as I watched Eileen walk away was the confirmation my feelings I needed. A dark figure suddenly appears, taking no heed of my surprise. As it
Burglar.
leans against the balcony beside me. As I compose myself once more, the familiar acrid smell passing my nose tips me off before my eyes do.
Don't
Scare me like
Don't
that.
scare me like that. I said it.
Don't read my line like that either.
Damn.
Ever again.
Hey, I called out. Not my fault you were daydreaming. Stupid bitch.
Her mention of it brings all my worries flooding right back. Hardly wanting to look at Rose while thinking about all this, I turn back and try to ignore her as best I can.
Yeah.
Rose mentioned how I should think about finding a partner sometime while in college. My parents too, and even my high school friends before I came. I didn't even have to stop that time.
No, you didn't.
I was content to focus on school and keep such complications out of mind until my life was all set up and ready. College has already set me right on that account. Life doesn't go on hold until you're ready to face it. Rose simply blows a puff of smoke into my face, a thin stream passing her lips and disappearing into the night sky. I was trying to keep my mouth shut, but the smell proves too much for me as I bring my hand to my face. I just like the idea of like Allison, Rose blowing smoke into her face, and then Allison's like trying to hold it.
She's like, yeah, quietly suffering. Like,
that's terrible. Stop.
Please stop. It's awful. You're the one who banishes me here, remember? It's your fault.
You're the one who smokes. You should smoke in an apartment. I hate to admit it, but she does have a point.
Well, you got me there, Chief.
Rose stubbornly makes a point of taking a puff of her cigarette, but soon notices that something is amiss.
Well, that's it. Come on, out with it. What's on your mind?
You're a bitch.
Well, it's just like,
Oh, whoa.
I don't know.
It'd be easy enough to wave her off. One of the things I like about Rose is that she knows when to step back, and this is the kind of thing plenty of people keep private. But somehow, even if I haven't told Eileen how I felt, I kind of want someone else to know before I die. I think I like someone.
She like tells her and then yeets herself off the balcony.
I think I like someone.
It's you, Rose. No.
I watch her reaction with the best attempt I can muster at casual interest. I'm surprised by how unsurprised Rose is. After a tortuously long time, she finishes her puff of the cigarette and takes it from her mouth.
You had the look of.
Speak much, Henry? Read much?
You had the look of someone with that on the mind, on the brain. It's that Eileen bitch, isn't it? It's the Eileen cock, isn't it?
My mind blanks. She picked that up herself? She isn't taken off guard by my liking a girl at all?
Isn't that obvious?
The knot of anxiety I hadn't even realized forming inside me suddenly twists and turns.
Like a pretzel.
The expected spluttering explanation suddenly not needed. I psyched Psych myself
I know.
up. So-
You know. Okay. That song is probably copyrighted.
Dude, you're gonna get us kicked off of YouTube and ostracized from
You're
the
right.
community.
You. It's just like the emotional torrent. Like people just like getting pissed off that we just sang like 2 lines from that song.
We're canceled because of it.
Like, you assholes should kill yourselves. How dare you sing that beloved song?
From the isn't that their band should be canceled? Actually, is it called the Friendly Indians? I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a little.
I psych myself up so much.
Only for it to go nowhere. Shut up. The silence between us continues as Rose patiently waits for me to respond. What are you doing?
The silence.
Okay. It's just what's supposed to come after saying that. I didn't think you knew about Eileen or, you know.
Well, I mean,
It was kind of obvious, you
Yeah,
know.
you guys-
being gay and
yeah.
all.
kind of hard to ignore what's in front of your face, you know. Seeing you two together, it all clicked.
You don't think I'm weird?
What? For being gay?
Apparently feeling a little more sure of what to say, she gives a disarming smile.
Believe me, I'm not in any position to call someone weird.
And I lied earlier. When I said men, I meant women.
Yeah.
Yeah. You are weird.
Hey, that's not what you're supposed. That's not that you're What? She's.
That's
That's not that
not-
you're supposed to say.
yeah, exactly. You
I
got
don't,
it.
I don't understand what that.
She elbows me in response to my mostly unintentional bite back. With the situation diffused, I manage to calm down a little. Just saying I like her makes my thoughts feel all the more real, my heart skipping a beat as I repeat the words in my mind. Rose thinks to herself a little before stuffing out her cigarette on the ashtray and looking at me squarely. Or like a rectangle. Got him. That was a good one.
Sorry, I shouldn't be so flippant when you're all worked up. I get that coming out can be hard.
Coming out. For
For what it's worth, I really appreciate that you trust me so much.
I mean, you're the only other person I can really talk to right now. The warm smile on her face proves infectious. I'm coughing now. All tension from the air fading away. I hardly mind now that I managed to unwind a little. I get the feeling she's stumbling through this herself. Minutes go by with only the passing of cars beneath us for noise, both of us savoring the peacefulness of the winter's night. At loose ends, I lean against the balcony railing and finally break the silence.
Every time. All right.
Do you know how to make the whistling kind of noise?
Oh, how to whistle?
No, not like it's like a more like a whistle, like a whistly fart with your mouth. I can't.
I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I can't do it.
Yeah, I can't do it either.
What should I do?
You should just
Stop
make out with her
farting.
already.
Honestly.
And well, the first thing you gotta do. I don't think that's something I can decide for you. Just remember that you're still young. Not to be confused with Neil Young.
True. So you don't think it'll work out?
I'm not saying that. Just take it easy, all right? Relationships are a pain in the donkey.
In the ass.
In the ass.
This isn't what I'd hoped Rose would say at all, but that doesn't mean she's wrong.
Yeah.
I thought love was supposed to feel all happy and warm, but I feel more nervous than anything else.
Is this love? Is this...
Welcome to relationships, sweetheart. Falling for someone is easy. It's what comes next that's hard.
That's my life.
Sorry. Whatever.
Wow.
Wow. Here, you can read this one.
No, I don't want to.
Her disarming smile.
Her disarming smile at least puts me a little more at ease.
I'm glad that I have Rose here for me. In many ways, I feel like we can't relate to each other. In most ways, honestly. But we can still have this kind of conversation and understand each other. We're just two girls talking about love. Nothing wrong with that.
Sitting 5 feet apart.
Mm-hmm.
Because one of us is gay, but the other isn't. Might be. I don't know. You're a good girl, Allison. I promise that whatever happens, you can call on me, okay? Unless I'm dead.
Thanks.
But, you know, If things do work out, you're still gonna have to learn how to be quiet for my sake if you bring her around.
What? She doesn't talk? Is that what you're saying?
No,
Rose!
yeah. Oh, Rose.
Oh, Rose. You.
Rose. How long have you been recording for?
This is actually where I was going to
Okay.
cut it. I was just waiting for it to get to a new scene.
And scene.
Thanks for watching, folks. Eat my ass.
And skate fast.
Skate fast and eat ass.